I'm sharing the screen now. Very good morning. Yashi madam here. I know that we were discussing part 2 of the new economic policy from the supply side. Capital market reforms we have started. Are you agreeing, students? Jaldi bolo.
मैम सेटिंग ऑफ एनएस तक हुआ था.
Okay. मालूम है. SEBI is a statutory body. That is Security and Exchange Board of India. Primary market issue we have discussed. Is it? Okay, इधर तक पहुंचा बोला ना. Rolling settlement हो गया. This over ना.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Setting up of NSE. Derivative trading we will start today. Derivative trading was introduced in the year 2000. देखो, what do you mean by derivative? Derivative is, you can say, comparatively a new segment of market. That market you will see that is also known as F&O market. F stands for future, O stands for options. Okay, F stands for future, O stands for option. I will be providing a separate YouTube channel maybe within 2 days regarding various investment opportunities which are available in the Indian market now. That is especially useful to young students like you who are the asset of the country. So I will be doing that. There we will be going in detail. Okay, first I will make 10 minutes YouTube video. Then once you subscribe that, we will be everyday basis, we will be uploading the new videos which are relating to various investment options, which the young student must know today. Okay, so this derivative trading means, I told you there are 4 equity derivatives. Look here. That is, there is stock option, stock future, index option. This is derivative trading basically means F&O, future and option trading. What is future and option trading? Without knowing stock market, you cannot understand F&O. So we will be explaining F&O in the separate video. At present, you just understand derivative market is a very important, reform that has happened in the India's financial market. Then what is NSE, National Stock Exchange? You are aware that there are 2 main stock exchange in Mumbai. One is BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. Another is NSE. NSE ka head office, you can see that in Bandra Kurla complex. There is a main building, SEBI and NSE, they are adjoining buildings in Bandra Kurla complex. I hope you might have seen also. Bombay Stock Exchange is near University, Mumbai University.
Dalal Street.
क्या बोला?
Dalal Street.
Perfect, Dalal Street. You know why it is known as Dalal Street? Dalal means broker. Okay, Dalal means it is the broker. So who were dealing earlier days, Dalals were, doing the trading in that road. So it is known as Dalal Street. Today you can see a big Bombay Stock Exchange building. We know that BSE was basically for Mumbai and National Stock Exchange is for all India basis. But today trading is so computerized. Anywhere you can buy shares which are listed in BSE as well as in NSE. NSE became operational in 1994. It is comparatively a new exchange, you can say. But today, National Stock Exchange is number 2 in the world, next to NYSE, New York Stock Exchange. And NSE is so computerized, everything is managed by online. And NSE ka volumes, trade and volumes are, tremendous. That is why it has become number 2 in the world. Then Reserve government or SEBI has also set up NSCC, that is National Security Clearing Corporation. Okay, what is the role of NSCC? They are acting as, they are providing this guarantees all the trade on NSE. There will be no risk of failure of trade and payment crisis. You are very well aware that stock exchange सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम आने वाले का चांसेस है पेमेंट क्राइसिस. समटाइम्स ब्रोकर्स बाय द शेयर्स, वो लोगों के पास पैसा नहीं होगा, सो देयर विल बी पेमेंट क्राइसिस. सो ये पेमेंट क्राइसिस अवॉइड करने के लिए गवर्नमेंट हैज सेट अप नेशनल सिक्योरिटी क्लियरिंग कॉर्पोरेशन, because through this NSCC all the trades related payment and transactions will be settled, so that the chances of failure of the trade becomes less and the stock market will be more healthy and it will be much more efficient. So children, here we are putting an end to our entire new economic policy which we have started around 1 week before. The reason is NSC is a new economic policy, is a book itself, you can say that much big it is. So we were first discussing regarding the introduction of new economic policy. Then we discussed the demand side. Then we discussed the supply side. In supply side, we discussed industry. We discussed financial sector reforms, capital market reforms. Like that, step by step, we were going. Whoever not attending the lecture, you will get the YouTube links. Okay. And it is a huge voluminous process. Even today, the reform is continuing. Please understand that. The reform did not get over. So being the young citizen of the country, you should have thorough knowledge about privatization or LPG or new economic policy. When you are having your offline exam, these are all separate questions. Being an online MCQ, naturally we are studying it together. Otherwise, these are all separate questions. Okay. Now we will start with next topic. 1 minute, children. Since the recording is going on. Okay. How to? I have to. One minute. I got it. Next topic na, because of the recording, there are some issues coming. Let me take chapter number 2. Yes. 1 minute, children. I am just sharing it. Give me 1 minute time. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope you can see the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
The same module only. Now we are entering into the next chapter. That is social infrastructure. Question is, discuss the importance of social infrastructure in the economic development. That is what we are going to discuss. Children, infrastructure is a very, very important term. There are different types of infrastructure: economic infrastructure, social infrastructure. So you should understand about there are two types of infrastructure. First one is physical infrastructure, second one is the social infrastructure. Physical infrastructure means what? Transport, communication, water and energy. Social infrastructure means it is dealing with education, family welfare and health. Remember, basically you tell me why the infrastructure is so important. why the infrastructure is so important, you did not tell me. What is the reason? Economic development is impossible without infrastructure. Let it be social infrastructure or let it be physical infrastructure. Okay. Generally, you are, whenever we are watching Hindi movies, which are shooted in the foreign countries, what is basically attracting you is the better roads, no pollution. That is attracting you. When we talk about Singapore, we say it is one of the best, cleanest cities in the world, one of the cleanest country in the world. You take the case of Dubai or US, most of the foreign countries, their infrastructure is excellent. When we talk about Mumbai especially, I will say that our infrastructure is very, very poor. Do you agree with me? Answer to the question.
Yes, ma'am.
I said that Mumbai ka infrastructure is very, very poor. Physical infrastructure as well as social infrastructure, both are lacking in Maharashtra. Why do we say that physical infrastructure is poor? You take the case of transport in Mumbai. Everywhere metro work is going on. Such a lot of, you can say bottlenecks while you are traveling. Traveling becomes so difficult. And in the rainy season, water is getting locked. Even for a normal rain for half an hour or 1 hour, traveling becomes difficult. Water is not available in many parts of the city as well as the state. Electricity is cost of energy means electricity. Cost of electricity is very high. You can understand, how much electricity bill you are paying. Now my question is, without physical infrastructure, you can never become a developed country. Please understand that. Infrastructure is a must for the best development of the country. Children, earlier topics we were discussing about new economic policy. India started NEP in 1991. China started their privatization 10 years before to India, 1981. We know that today India and China are the powerful nations in the world. But China's development is much faster than India. You know what is the reason? The main reason is when China started their privatization policy, they give highest priority to social and physical infrastructure. Please understand it very clearly. China's economic development or privatization started with boosting the infrastructure. India did not do that. That is why our economic reform speed is comparatively slow. What did China do? You know what China did? They have focused on development of roads, development of electricity. China was facing acute shortage of electricity before 1981. Now they are in a very comfortable state. I told China got multiple bullet trains. Here you see that one bullet train connecting between Mumbai to Ahmedabad, it is in the controversial juncture. The cost is very high and the progress is not happening at all. Political stigma in the middle. China is having multiple bullet trains which even US is not having. So what we are telling is they had developed multi-layer bridges so that traffic jam becomes past FIR. The traffic becomes smooth. So what I am telling is infrastructure can never be neglected. If you have to become a developed economy, if you have to go ahead with your reforms, please remember infrastructure is a must. So in physical infrastructure, what is happening? Transport. Let it be rail transport, road transport, or air transport. Communication, you can say that we are comfortable. We are having good internet speed, at least in the urban areas. Earlier it was 2G, 3G, 4G, again now 5G is coming. So communication, we are progressing. But remember, comparing to the population of the country and size of our country, the progress is not up to the mark. Then there is the water scarcity, you are aware. The drinking water becomes a major challenge in our country. Then energy, we have to focus on alternative energy. That is also taking the time. Though we are working on solar energy, we know that the speed is comparatively less. So what we are telling is infrastructure, we have to focus a lot. Now, social infrastructure is totally different. Please remember that. Social infrastructure, mein, what all things are coming? Social infrastructure, we are talking about education. We are talking about, 1 minute, highlighting sometimes. Education, family welfare, health. Remember, these three are the pillar of economic development. The moment or till you get a job, even after getting the job, please remember that education and family welfare and health, these are the three areas which are very essential for any country to get privatized. Now, what is our issue? Why this infrastructure is important? That is what we are going to discuss. First one is infrastructure is so important for human development. Children, human development means what? Expanding people's choice and opportunities and improving the quality of living. See this. In the beginning, when we started NEP, we were discussing this improvement in the standard of living. When you want a quality life, children, in order to get a quality life, what is important is there should be social infrastructure development. Dekho, without social infrastructure, human development is impossible. You might have heard, or if you have not heard, now you have to hear. There is an human development index. Okay, human development index was developed by UNDP, United Nations Development Program. UNO का part है. And HDI index is measuring development of human being on three parameters. One is education, second is life expectancy, third is per capita income. And 189 countries they have studied, and India का rank देखो पीछे से आगे है हम लोग. 130 out of 189. See here, this is the HDI report of 2018. This very clearly shows that India is very poor in social infrastructure. Please understand that. Children, what do you mean by quality of life? आपको एक chance देता है समझो, कौन सा भी फॉरेन कंट्री में जाकर सेटल करने का, आपके पास अच्छा जॉब भी है. Naturally, once you go there, you don't want to come back. This is what is happening to the software engineers who are working in the Bay Areas in California, USA. If you just see, I will today, possible, I will share Apple ka campus in California. You know that Apple is one of the biggest IT industry. So you can see that how beautifully they are providing, what facilities they are providing. Look at the infrastructure. Lakshmi, door open karo. So how the infrastructure is so developed. Once the infrastructure is well developed, naturally people enjoy a tension-free life. Quality of life is better. So why India is not able to provide this quality of life, children? Are you aware? Education, it is not that we are so backward. We are having 71 to 72% literacy. No doubt. But the problem is the other countries which are having 71 to 72% literacy, means that is India's literacy. Foreign countries are having 95, 98, even 100% literacy. When we compare our neighboring countries, Sri Lanka, China, even their level of development is much, level of literacy is much higher than that of India. Life expectancy, India is very comfortable. An average Indian is living up to the age of 65 years. Absolutely not bad, because our medical facilities are better. But why did we lose the rank? We lost the entire rank in case of here, per capita income. What is per capita income, children? Per capita income means income per person.
Income of a person.
Very good. Income of a person. Why the per capita income is poor, children? Because national income divided by population. This is per capita income. हमारा national income का growth अच्छा है. Second, largest growing economy in terms of GDP, no doubt. First is China. But ये नीचे का population पूरा national income का benefit लेता है. But you can ask me, madam, ऐसा होने पर चाइना का कैसा हो जाता है? China's population is, more than India's population. We know that. But China's other parameters are much better. I told you their infrastructure development is much, much ahead of India. And here, India got 130 rank out of 189. Dekho, you will have 189 countries have participated. And almost every year HDA report is coming. This is the comparatively latest report. 2019 reports are it not, if I will just check it out whether 2019 reports are out. So the India's rank is very, very poor. Can you tell me which country occupies first position, first rank in Human Development Index?
USA.
No, my dear child. Everybody thinks first rank is occupied by Norway. Such a small country, Europe. That is Norway. You know why Norway ka per capita income is
New Zealand is also.
Yes, no doubt. USA is there. The 3 or 4th position mein USA is coming. Australia is better. Norway ka per capita income is, look here, $44,000. Whereas India ka per capita income, when you are comparing, it is less than $1,500. But one point is that, children, we can never compare Norway with India, because Norway ka population is, you can say that it is so less, and India ka population is double to that of so many countries' population together. But what we are telling is, whatever may be the reasons for the existing population, government is not in a position to provide quality education, okay, health services. You know that hardly 10% of Indians, not even 10%, lesser than 10%, Indians are having medical insurance. During this period of COVID-19, we were telling that, foreign country also so many people died, but their medical benefits are better because they are having the medical insurance. But remember, many people died in New York. New York has seen the maximum death during the period of COVID. The reason is the people who died, they were not having the medical insurance. If the medical insurance is not there in US, then you cannot survive over there. India may also, we know that most of the people who got affected and admitted due to COVID, many were not having the medical insurance. Then when the hospital bill becomes 5 lakh and 10 lakh, it becomes difficult for the person to pay the bill. So remember, social infrastructure can never be neglected. Is it clear to you, Bechelo? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second is economic growth. Remember, what do you mean by economic growth? Economic growth, don't think that it is only denoted by GDP or GNP. Gross domestic product, gross national product, 5% growth rate, 6% growth rate, 6 to 7% growth rate. This is India's GDP or GDP growth rate. It is not bad. But the issue is, how does the quality of life will improve? That is the main thing. Quality of life will improve only if, see here, education and skill development is available at free or low cost. Children, look this sentence as the sentence in religious book. That much important is this. How can you improve the quality of life of the human being? Education and skill development should be available at free or the low cost. But what is happening in India? Now we are going for privatization of education. So education is becoming so costly as the years coming, and in the present time, many of the children cannot afford to study higher education. Please remember that. Why they cannot study or why they cannot opt for higher education? Because it is very costly. I am telling you, say some 5 years before, to become an engineer, a family has to spend on an average 5 lakh for that 4 years. On an average, I told. including books and everything. I'm talking about some 5 or say around 7 years before. Today, the same family is spending 5 lakh for 1 year. That means the cost has gone up to 20 lakhs. 20 lakh is only the fees. Okay. Then what about the books? What about the laptop? All the other expenses. You will ask, madam, itna kidhar hai? Itna dur jane ka zarurat hi nahi hai. You look at Somaya College today. Somaya has become university. You are aware. The moment Somaya is a university, the fees is decided by them. Somaya Engineering College, the fees is around 4 lakh per year. So 4 year it cost around 16 lakhs. Plus other hostel and all that facilities, if you are taking, it will go more than 20 lakhs. So how do you, visualize? Do you think that majority of the children can afford this? This is about engineering. What about medical? You cannot even think only. Private
Not
medical.
in dreams also.
Pardon?
No, ma'am. I said no.
Okay. Yes, right. We cannot. Private medical colleges are charging, 8 lakh, 9 lakh per year, 5 years. And even an ordinary MBBS, he cannot become a good doctor. He has to go for further studies. So what we are telling is today education is becoming very costly. You have to accept that fact. What is the reason? Government is encouraging private education. That is the main reason. You know that in Naranguru itself, you can see the CBSE schools. You can see in the same premises. Okay, Central Board of Secondary Education. State board and CBSE board fees is so much different. CBSE is charging around 30,000, 40,000 per year. Okay, so what we are telling is education, if the education is provided at free or low cost, then many people will be able to get the benefit of that. Then today's problem is you take your own case. You are becoming a graduate without having any skill. Government is not giving emphasis to skill development. Children, what is skill development? You are aware about NUSSD program. TIS is conducting NUSSD program, no? National University Skill Development Program. Now, TIS is conducting. What is the specialty of that? In that, you can see your skill is getting developed. But can you just give me an example of one skill? Skill development में क्या क्या आता है? At least one example, can you tell?
Talking manner.
आवाज किधर गया? Skill development
Manner
का
of talk.
सुना नहीं, क्या बोला?
Manner of
Communication.
talking.
नहीं, manner of talking नहीं है, my dear children. Skill development के example. आपको skill develop होने के लिए आपको एक
Communication.
Decisions making.
that is soft skill, children. That what you are talking is about the soft skill. I am agreeing. That is about the
Marketing skills.
pardon.
Marketing skills.
That marketing skill is another skill. You are a graduate. Okay, you don't know how to market the company's product where you are working. So marketing is a skill, no doubt. But the skill has to be developed. Please remember that. Similarly, computer knowledge. Everybody knows computer. But skillful knowledge of the computer is very essential. A commerce student, if he or she knows Tally, then that's a skill, additional skill. The student will get job because today all the accounting packages are based on Tally. That is a skill. Some student is good, for example, in repairing the mobile. That is a skill. The student is getting the additional skill. He is developing. And personality, soft skill, as you said, how to talk, how to market. You require some sort of skill, leadership. If you do not have the leadership quality, naturally you cannot become a good team manager tomorrow. So skill development is very essential and it should be provided at a low cost. If education and skill development is there, what will happen? Your efficiency will improve, productivity will improve, economic growth will happen. Then, this is be a little careful. What do you mean by externalities? Positive externality. Externality means outside benefit, or we call it as spillover benefit. If this word is difficult, You can call it as outside benefit. Externalities are two. One is positive, other is negative. Here we are talking about positive externality. What are the positive externality? Positive externality are the benefit enjoyed by a third party as a result of a transaction. When you do an amount of work, automatically some benefit you are getting. That is known as positive externality. When you are doing a particular work, automatically you are getting some benefit. That is known as positive externality. Dekho, education and health care can create positive benefit to the society. I will give you the best example. You know that Godrej ka main office is in Vikhroli. Okay, they got a huge campus. In that Godrej industry ka jo campus mein, what is the positive externality? You can see that there is a good hospital, Godrej Hospital, and there is an excellent school. Okay, Godrej School is one of the topmost school today in the central suburb. So that is the positive benefit. That benefit is for whom, children? That benefit is for the employees of Godrej. I hope you are able to come along with me. Godrej ka, that Godrej industry you can see in Vikhroli. Okay. What are the positive benefit or what are the positive externality which is created by Godrej? That is my question. क्या लिखा है chat box में? Somebody has asked a question, my dear children. Without knowing computer and good English, we will know. It is difficult, my dear girl. Soft skill is also very essential along with specialized skill. To getting a job, you require good English, you require good communication knowledge, plus, tally at least to the basics. This much are, this much is basic need of to get a good job. My question here is, Godrej, I told you in Vikhroli, they have provided two positive externality. What are the example I told? What are the two positive externalities that Godrej has created? Jaldi bolo.
Hospital and school.
Hospital and school.
Yeah, perfect.
Healthcare and education.
Yeah, hospital and school. I told no. Godrej school is one of the best one. So their employees, children, they get admission there. Automatically that children's personality develops and it becomes an addition to the society. Then they are providing hospital facility. So it improves the health of the employee and their family. Okay. So this benefit is not only for the targeted population, but it should be for the society as a whole. So when we speak about, remember, when we speak about externality, externality will be for the society as a whole. Even in Godrej school, Godrej hospital, anybody can go. But first preference will be given to Godrej employees. After that, even the public can make use of that facility. If the people live in the urban slums are given education and cheap healthcare, it will reduce disease in the slums. This is very important because we know that Govandi, Mangut, today they are having maximum slum pockets in Mumbai. Okay, M-Ward is having maximum slum pocket. So here what is happening is, if you provide, if you children get the best education, if you get good health facilities, naturally you and your family will get the benefit. And once the diseases are reduced, automatically health is improved and productivity will also improve. That is what government was doing when the corona has spread in the slums. They had first focused to control slums, the disease affected rate. The moment that is brought under control, automatically even neighboring areas, the effect will be less. Then we were talking about quality of life. Quality of life means life satisfaction. No, you should be satisfied in life. How can you be satisfied? You should get at least decent health facilities. You require some comforts. Everybody does not say, madam, we want 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 2 bedroom. No. छोटा घर होने दो, उधर तो थोड़ा तो स्पेस होना चाहिए, and some comforts, fan होना चाहिए. बैठने का जगह होना चाहिए, ड्रिंकिंग वाटर होना चाहिए. Then family, children should get education. Then social, religious, all these factors together will influence the quality of life. Please remember that. Quality of life is depending not only for money, children, it is depending on so many factors. So it is the duty of the government to provide infrastructure to improve the quality of life. Then we know that when social infrastructure is provided, automatically productive efficiency will increase. How can the productive efficiency increase? I told you, if good drinking water is available, sanitation facilities are there, family welfare measures are there, this will promote the health lifestyle. Please remember, सबसे important in life is health. So अच्छा family member का health अच्छा होने पर you are also happy. Your own productivity will increase. How can family members health facility or health will improve? There should be good drinking facility, drinking water facility. I'm sorry, drinking water should be sufficiently available and the quality should be good. Then I told you cheap health facilities. Then sanitation. Children, what do you mean by sanitation? Sanitation means hygiene. At least living area तो neat होना चाहिए. Okay, बाजू में एकदम कचरा भरना नहीं चाहिए. Dirty water accumulate नहीं होना चाहिए. You will become sick. Please remember that. So what is very essential is sanitation is very important. Then family welfare. All this will improve the health lifestyle of the people. Then utilization of capital, utilize better resource utilization. How can you utilize the available resources? It is depending upon the capability of human resources. For example, you know that India is gifted with so many resources, but how are you going to use it? It is depending upon the human being's capability. How can human beings' capability will improve, children? It will improve only through education. Dekho, improvement in knowledge, skills of the working population. So if the knowledge improves, if the skill improves, automatically human being will become more capable. If they are more capable, then resources ka acha use hoga. So again and again we are moving around the same point, education and skill development. Please remember that. Then in addition to all this, what is more important is the social change. Social change means society as a whole, our mindset. This is very important. I told new economic policy has brought tremendous changes and your mindset should be ready to accept that. We are going towards privatization. In privatization, competition will be order of the day. I will tell you one example. When first we started the online teaching, teachers as well as students were doubtful to each other. But now we are habituated. Last year we were not recording the lectures. This year we are recording the lectures. So we are also improving our skill. You are also getting habituated. So you are also learning how to attend the online lectures, how to submit the assignments. So what is important is education. Dekho, education is expected to enlighten people's mind. Education होने पर people का mind, progressive हो जाएगा. So आपको social change करने के लिए, what is the only one way is spread of education. Please remember, spread of education can only bring quality changes in the society. What are the quality changes? You should establish good relationship between the people. Social discrimination होना नहीं चाहिए. There should be good harmony. Social conflict होना नहीं चाहिए. Religion के ऊपर, caste के ऊपर, we should not fight. Because what is important is the progress. How can the progress come, children? Progress can come only through education. That is why social infrastructure is very, very important. Is it clear to you, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, we have finished one more question today. What is the question? The role of social infrastructure. I just wanted to tell you something. I told you also, whenever you are watching, any YouTube video, there is an option below. Write the comment. So write your comment. Okay. Somebody has written here, you must learn. Yes, before getting a job. No, I am sharing the YouTube video, that is sufficient. And what I will do is, notes I will share I will share the images of the book. That is sufficient. I already told you we are following Johnson text that we are following. And you can either get the book from the library. Okay. And I will try to share some of the 1 minute who are talking at the back. I will try to share the images of the notes that I will do. Somebody is asking, mark sheets are ready, children. SY mark sheets are ready. Whoever is going to the college, they are giving. You cannot go in a very big group. Small groups you can go, you will get. But you cannot go exactly at 10 o'clock and all that. Okay. I will share that. क्या हुआ?
Ma'am, one of my pointers remain that
उसका अलग और मेरा अलग है.
क्या बोला?
Ma'am, one of my pointers remain that social change वाला.
Social change.
नहीं. बुक के लेखक अलग है ना.
Okay. Somebody is asking after 10:30, yes, you can go to the college. Except on Saturday. Saturday don't go because everybody is not working on all the days. Remember, still the lockdown is in progress. Social change, I told you. What is social change, children? Social change means society has to change. When the society will change, when the people are given education, when there is skill development, the mindset of the society will change. That is more important. People should not fight for religion. People should not mind for... 1 second, recording is still going on.